1. He lives in the same home he bought back in 1958. Buffett originally spent $31,500 for his Omaha, Nebraska home, which translates to around $318,600 in today's money. He has lived there for more than 60 years, unlike many billionaires who bulk up on pricey real estate. But his house is by no means a small one. The 6,570 square foot, 5-bedroom home has undergone numerous extensions and modifications over the years and is currently valued at roughly $1 million. Security cameras and fences are also used to protect it. According to a letter Buffett wrote to Berkshire Hathaway stockholders in 2010, "The mansion is the third finest investment I ever made, and Buffett has no plans to leave." 2. He hardly ever takes out loans. Buffett's only mortgage was on a vacation home in Laguna Beach, California, which he bought in 1971, even though he undoubtedly had the money to pay for the coastal property, which was advertised for $150,000. According to him, he obtained the 30-year mortgage loan because I thought I could probably do better with the money than have it be an all-equity purchase of the house, according to CNBC. He made the choice to purchase shares of Berkshire Hathaway, the business that had made him billionaires, with the additional money he had on hand. 3. He purchases cheap breakfast. Buffett could easily order a gourmet breakfast from a personal chef, yet he frequently stops at Mickey D's on the way to work. He claims he liked to spend no more than $3.17 on his breakfast. In the 2017 HBO documentary Becoming Warren Buffett, he states, "When I'm not feeling quite so prosperous, I might go with the $2.61, which is 2 sausage patties, and then I put them together and pour myself a Coke. A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit costs $3.17, but the market is weak this morning, so I'll settle for the $2.95 instead." 4. He avoids lavish brand purchases. Buffett isn't really interested in the newest iPhone model or designer suits. Before replacing it with an Apple smartphone in 2020, he depended on his $20 flip phone for several years. The Oracle of Omaha avoids frivolous purchases and once advised, "Don't save what's left after spending, spend what's left after saving." 5. He avoids borrowing money to make investments anymore. "In my life, I have never taken out a sizable loan. Never. Not ever." In 1991, he informed students at Notre Dame, "I've got no interest in it." Buffett cautions investors against making the same error again, despite the fact that as a young man he previously borrowed 25% of his net worth to purchase shares. Even seasoned stock traders would admit it might be dangerous to borrow money to invest. He buys discounted automobiles. In their garages, many billionaires and millionaires preserve a collection of flashy sports vehicles and historic models, but Buffett is said to prefer fixed-up cars he can buy for less. In 2014, he spent just $45,000 to move from a Cadillac DTS from 2006 to a Cadillac XTS. In reality, he said to Forbes, "I barely drive approximately 3,500 miles a year, therefore I will buy a new automobile very infrequently." 7. He comes up with inventive ways to save. Buffett transformed a wardrobe drawer into a bassinet for his newborn son. He took out a crib to use for his second. The billionaire advises, "If you acquire things you don't need, you will soon sell items you do need." Look closely at your purchases to identify areas where you might save money. He pursues his passions. Buffett attributes a portion of his accomplishments to his love of investment. He exhorts people to choose careers that they are passionate about above those that will enhance their resume because you have to love something to perform well at it. Even if you are unable to leave your full-time job, you can still devote your time to inexpensive hobbies. Buffett himself likes to play the ukulele and play cards. 9. He does not use a credit card. Buffett utilizes actual cash, although the majority of us prefer the ease of a credit card for routine purchases. In 2019, he admitted to using cash 98% of the time to Yahoo Finance. "I'll always use cash to make restaurant payments. It's simply simpler. Utilizing your credit card less will prevent you from spending money you don't have, even though the strategy may sound a little dated. Your credit score is impacted when you use the majority of your credit limit or, worse yet, fall behind on your monthly payments. Consider consolidating your credit card debt into a loan with a reduced interest rate if you're having trouble making payments on it. 10. He cuts coupons. Buffett loves a good deal and once gave fellow billionaire and friend Bill Gates to a meal at his preferred fast food joint using, you guessed it, coupons. Recall the giggle we shared when we opted to eat at McDonald's for lunch while traveling to Hong Kong together? When I offered to pay, you reached into your pocket and produced coupons. Gates stated in his yearly letter for 2017. Melinda recently discovered this picture of the big spender and I. It brought to mind how highly you cherish a good deal. The investor Warren Buffett is exceptional. His company, Berkshire Hathaway, has developed from a struggling textile industry to a global conglomerate with holdings in Geico, Apple, and Coca-Cola. With his cleverness, Buffett has amassed a mind-blowing $100 billion in net worth. Over the years, Buffett has shared innumerable pearls of wisdom, but the following 7 comments provide investors with particularly pertinent guidance on how to invest in equities right now. 1. Fight against the ravages of inflation. Inflation acts as a gigantic corporate tapeworm. That tapeworm preemptively consumes its requisite daily diet of investment dollars regardless of the health of the host organism. Regardless of a company's profits, it has to spend more on receivables, inventory, and fixed assets to simply equal the unit volume of the previous year. 2. Don't follow the herd. Most people get interested in stocks when everyone else is. The time to get interested is when no one else is. You can't buy what is popular and do well. 3. Prepare your portfolio for anything. The biggest thing you learn is that the pandemic was bound to occur, and this isn't the worst one that's imaginable at all. Society has a terrible time preparing for things that are remote but are possible and will occur sooner or later. 4. Volatility is part of the game. The true investor welcomes volatility. A wildly fluctuating market means that irrationally low prices will periodically be attached to solid businesses. 5. If you want to buy Bitcoin, proceed with caution. If you don't understand it, you get much more excited than if you understand it. You can have anything you want to imagine if you just look at something and say, that's magic. 6. Focus on quality and value. Whether we're talking about socks or stocks, I like buying quality merchandise when it is marked down. 7. Think long term, even if you have very little to invest. No matter how great the talent or efforts, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. 1. What spending patterns do you have? You may make wiser financial decisions if you are aware of where your money is going. Let me know in the comments section. Thanks for watching.